Gari, gari, moja zvezda.
This morning. Bro, good morning.
Zvezda.
Good morning. I like that, baby. Who do you say made that? I need me one of them. Cordell, where you at, baby? I need one of them, baby. Let's get it. OG, I got you. Yeah. OG, I got you. Let's get it, let's go. Let's get it, let's go. Let's get it, let's go. Step inside the booth, it's time to get it cracking. Tag me in the comments, they said please get active. Jump in the game like Iverson, like I don't need to practice. Leave them all on 12 Island if they want that action. I know that I'm a dog, there's nothing you can tell me. Got me tripping out just like a carousel. Cordell enter in the chat, I'ma make it feel me. Now it's time to kick him out just like this Brian Kelly. Yeah, from an era that's tough. Harder talking in the ring, it isn't enough. Game won't lie like DBU, but I'm keeping it shut. I'm like Derek Curio when it's time to be clutch. Yeah, I'm up in the scope. Feel no mercy for the odds, not keeping it close. I go hard in the paint.
Welcome in here as we are live from Pizza Byron's here in Baton Rouge, in Willow Grove, right off Perkins Road. Live once again here every single Sunday to recap LSU's game on a Saturday night as they lose last night 20-9 against the Alabama Crimson Tide in Tuscaloosa, Alabama. Some of the numbers from last night: Nussmeier 18 of 21 for 121 yards before he gets benched. For Van Buren, 5 of 11, 52 yards are the quarterback numbers. And we are joined, as always, by everybody's favorite LSU quarterback. Rohan Davey is live.
Yes, sir.
Here
Yes,
with
sir.
us
Yes, sir.
in Pizza
Yes,
Byron's
sir.
Row. Good afternoon to you, sir.
How you doing, my
How
friend?
are you? And introduce our special guest here this morning.
Well,
or this afternoon.
we're back, and we're continuing. You know, like I told you guys, I only got 3 really special sponsors. You guys heard from Tiger Dave a couple weeks ago. We done renamed him Super Dave, and we're rating. I have one more coming on next week, and we're rating how our guys react to being on live camera. And today, to my right, I got my man Josh Gilliard with Gilliard Roofing, an avid hunter that I'm finding out. That boy go all the way to Africa and everything to hunt. He go get the giraffes and all, and this man has a 12-foot alligator in his home, guys. That's
so
not alive. It's not alive. It's not alive. But Josh, look, happy to have you, man. Just go ahead and let the people know a little bit about you and your business.
All right, thank you for having me. My name is Josh Guyot. I'm Guyot Roofing and Construction. We do commercial and residential re-roofs across the state of Louisiana. We also do new construction and some storm restoration, located right here in Baton Rouge.
And he bleeds purple and gold too, guys. You see his hat. He bleeds purple and gold. And just Josh, I know you. Thank you for having you on. I'm glad to have you on. Appreciate you supporting the show and supporting us with being one of our big sponsors. But let me ask you, we got the logistics out the way. And I always like to hear what got you started in the business that you're in. What was the driving force besides the bread? He still gotta have a passion for it. He want to make money, you know what I mean? But
Absolutely.
What was it that got you going?
So I've always been in construction from the time I was young. Then I transitioned into engineering. Did that for about 12 years, and then I made my way back to construction. I like things a little bit more hands-on. I like to have a personal interaction with our customers and be able to help the community any way that we can.
Yeah, man. Give it back a little bit.
Absolutely.
Give it back a little bit, and that's awesome. Let's get on to.
Yeah, well, obviously, Josh,
I want to. Go ahead. Ask Josh. I want
you
to hear
obviously
Josh's
a
opinion.
Tiger fan.
Oh, yeah.
What did you think of the season up to this point, game last night, and all that's going on?
I was hoping for better.
Yeah.
From the very beginning.
Definitely. I think that's a common theme throughout the fan base. The high expectations preseason rolling into what it is now.
You went from, I'll keep the receipts, I'll see you at the national championship, to you can take your walking papers, cuz. Like, here's your receipt for $53 million.
And Josh, before we get you out of here, who's going to be the next LSU head football coach?
Oh, man. I'd love to say Nick Saban, but I don't think that's going to happen.
all would love to say that, wouldn't we? You know, let me ask you this before you go down. My question: when you look at where we are as a team, what characteristics would you like to see in your next head coach?
I think we need somebody that's aggressive.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, and especially today's day and age, both on the field and off field, recruiting, transfer portal, all those things.
He has to
Takes
be
a specific
involved,
mindset.
man. I think the next coach has to be involved. He has to have some kind of root, either in the SEC or at LSU. You just can't come here and use it and look at it as a stepping stone or that last bag, that last grab, trying to solidify your lineage with a
You're chasing
with
something
a
for
chip.
yourself.
Correct. It has nothing to do with
It's the program.
the program, the institution, right? So that's, for me personally, that's what I would like to say. I would like to somebody that's invested, ingrained in LSU, and not just someone that's coming in to try to get their last hoorah. You know what I mean?
100%.
Yeah.
We're going to we're going to listen to the current interim head coach of
could you
LSU,
just
Frank
talk about the
Wilson.
decision to go
As
to
he
Michael
talked
Van
last
Buren
night, the
when
big
you did,
story
and
last
what
night,
was
Nussmeier gets benched.
so
Van Buren gets his
as
opportunity to get out there.
we
This is
knew
Frank
that
talking about
there could be
that decision to go with
in the quarterback
Van Buren in the second half after a drive of Garrett
If they
Nussmeier.
tried to bring closure to it, they would make it difficult to just sit in the pocket. And so we wanted to move him around and do some things. We thought that he gave us a chance to do those things. So that went into the thought and why we thought about it.
How do you think Michael performed tonight in coming in for Garrett?
I thought he was solid. You know, there were some things that were obvious. Pushing the pocket, stepping up, delivering passes, escaping, extended plays, first downs with his legs.
Coach Lou, Lou got a lot of names.
Can have two
We
hands
might
on
have to
the
do a
ball.
segment with Lou.
In the pocket, so we don't get that last one slotted away. But I thought he
I want to ask him what's going on with his elbows.
On the other side of that, with Garrett himself, I mean, why do you think he was maybe having some issues tonight? What was he maybe struggling with? What did you see, I guess, in his game?
Yeah, you know, I thought he did some good things early on. We moved him out the pocket, and I thought he started the game off extremely
Bump
well.
action going on.
As we went into the depth of the game, we just thought it was an opportunity for us to change up, to throw their defense off. And so we went with the change up. It was something necessarily that he did so bad. We just thought that it would be an advantage.
See, he ain't bring a check.
Yeah, you tell me.
Fuck that car. You better give me my check. Oh, man, the wife. No, don't worry
I'll
about
pay
it.
you.
No, I told her, don't worry about it. I'll pick it up in the morning.
Ready to go?
Ready?
Yep.
That's what you looking at, huh, Rudy? Rudy, you like, what kind of car is it?
I don't even know what that was. Yeah, McLaren?
Look at Rudy, he's starstruck. He like a damn man.
All right, there's Frank Wilson, LSU's interim head football coach, after his debut leading the Tigers last night, talking about the decision to go with Michael Van Buren in the second half there over Garrett Nussmeier. And that'll be the first thing I ask you, Ro. Your thoughts on Nussmeier's performance through the first half, and then also your thoughts on the decision to go to Van Buren and what you saw from Van Buren in the time he was out there.
Oh, well, I thought it was time. I thought it was a good decision, especially coming out of how, you know, if you looked at the numbers on us from yesterday in the first half and you see, you know, whatever it was, 18 for 21, 19 for 20, whatever it was, you see a high completion percentage, but then you see they were all screen passes or hitches or, you know, that type of thing. So that was there, but just the lack of his ability right now and the confidence that he lacks right now to actually press, push, make the throws and the things that you have to make for us to be successful hasn't shown it everything with him thus far. When it comes to playing a position over the last couple of weeks, it's been hard for him. It's been hard for him. So I appreciate his spirit, the way he goes about his business and continue to lace him up and continue to fight. But I think that going to Van Buren yesterday in the second half was the right thing to do. You needed a jolt, and you saw a little bit of a jolt. If guys aren't protected, you need someone in there that can move around a little bit. So I think it was the right decision, and I think he played okay. You know, for a guy that hasn't played in a while, and for a guy that's, you saw his feet, of course, what he can do there, but you also saw him operate a little bit from the pocket. You saw him make some nice tight window throws. The throw to Berrien was a nice tight window throw. You saw him climb the pocket a little bit more and not just – now, look, that sack that he got outside when he was escaping to the left, that was terrible. That was terrible.
Yes.
There's no way in heck you get tackled in that much space by that big defensive end. That wasn't an edge rusher.
No.
Like, we're talking about edges. That was a defensive end. So, I mean, besides that play, I think he played okay. But at the end of the day, I mean, still, neither quarterback put us in the end zone.
Right.
So how, it's still the ability of offensive coordinators to be just that. Coordinator means you coordinate the offense, defense, special teams, whatever it is, and that's your unit, and you make sure it's ran well. And we've done a very poor job of that this year from the offensive side of the football. And it showed last night again. That game went exactly how I thought it was going to go.
Yeah. No,
and I watched it several times.
I think LSU had the opportunities. They didn't capitalize on that side of the ball.
They were there, bro.
100%. And I think it was the right decision to give Van Buren a chance. I mean, his numbers, obviously, 5 of 11, 52 yards. Those 6 incompletions, they were drops. The Trades Green drop at the end.
That
Kyle
was
Parker
a
had
big drop. That was a big drop. I think Jimmy said earlier, it was probably like 6 or 7 drops throughout the game.
Right.
Past halftime. And, you think of coming off the one with Trey Ayers drop, which he's been playing wonderful, but that was a big drop because you were still in a one-score game.
And it would have converted to 3rd and 9.
That's exactly right.
From your 2-yard line.
That's right.
I don't even know if that was the right
You
call.
flip the field. You flip the field, and not only flip the field, but if he catches that,
Make a play.
it's a huge play.
Right,
No one's in
right.
front of him. It was a beautiful call. Good execution all the way around except for the catch.
Well,
Yep.
and I think that because we talked about this a little bit before the show, it was the lack of getting him involved. Then all of a sudden you go to him, and it's like I haven't been playing real. I've been playing, but I haven't been in this role as a pass catcher yet.
Who?
Trey Doves.
Oh, no, that was a drop.
I know, but I'm saying like he wasn't.
No excuse.
Okay, good.
No excuse.
Yeah. No,
But
I mean,
don't you think? I guess my point is, wouldn't you have gotten him involved earlier? You'd like to see 14.
Nah,
get more
stay
than one
ready.
throw?
I
Okay.
agree. Yes, I do. I
Yeah, I'm
agree with
talking
that. I
offensive
agree with that.
scheme-wise. Like, he's your best
No
player on the
doubt.
offensive
No
side of the
doubt.
ball.
No doubt. Get him involved early. Try to get him going. You kind of treat him the same way you would do a number 1 receiver.
Right.
Right.
A guy that you're going to script some plays for in your first 12
Get him
or whatever.
involved.
No doubt. But he don't get no pass from me dropping that pass,
Yeah.
though. I
Yeah.
don't care if you just walked out of bed with stuff in your eye.
Willie
You
Mays
catch
Hayes
that
run
ball.
out of
That's
bed.
right. You
It's time
catch
to
that
go.
ball. It's
make a
football.
play.
You got to be ready, man. And he wasn't on that play.
Right.
And to talk a little bit more just about the offense and the quarterback position, I thought there was a pretty stark contrast between Nussmeier on one side and Ty Simpson on the other side. When you looked at it, you saw Simpson, who was very confident, comfortable, was delivering throws on time, accurate, and Nussmeier on the other side still lacked that confidence. I think the play that shows that the most is Xavier Thomas in breaking route. Nussmeier has all the time in the world, was chilling in the backfield, good blocked up well. Xavier breaks in, and he just hitches and doesn't throw it, and which just shows a
It's
lack
gun
of
shy.
confidence and trust, right?
Gun shy, gun shy. Everything, when you've been playing under the duress that Nussmeier has, and this is not an excuse. Let me say that. But just to help understand the psyche of it, once you've been getting put on your behind, your offensive line is not up to par or even close to it.
Right.
And you've been getting hit. So, as a quarterback, you have that clock in your head, that clock of when that ball has to get out. And that's that internal clock of even how long this play is supposed to last.
Right.
Right? Based on what you've done in practice and how many times you've run it previously, whether in game or in practice. You know how long it's supposed to take.
Right.
So when I'm now happy feet, I don't want to set my feet, and I've been getting hit on my behind the entire year, that clock for me now instead of 2.7, it's 1.7.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, I don't blame them. It just get to a point to where you just got to, hunker down and say, hey, I'm going to continue to play the position. But what I see out of Nuss right now, man, is a guy that it's almost like that Brooks Trout look or that deer caught in the headlight where he's been there and he's in the ultimate funk.
Right.
And he's never been in a funk like this before, and it's very, very difficult for him to try to get out of, bro. And that's what it is right now. It's just like you dealing with a guy that, it's almost like, and it's hard to say because it's almost,
to me?
bro. It happens because of expectations. It happens with a debilitative offensive line throughout the year. It happens with an OC that shouldn't have been an OC that was put in a position too early. And you don't have that kind of relationship with them, so now it's
You said it before the year. With the first show we did, you're like, Joe Sloan, I got my eyes on you. Like, to see what you're going to do offensively because you have all the weapons, all the tools.
Yeah.
And now the offensive line has not performed what you expected to. But I think what sums up Garrett Nussmeier, especially this year, was when Frank Wilson was talking to him on the sidelines, and he's just staring, like, straight ahead.
Yeah.
He's like, I don't even know where I am. Like, how did I get here? What happened?
Well, it was so funny because during that, you saw one play where he comes to the sideline, and Frank is really, like, patting him on the head. You know, telling him, like, bro, it's all right. It's going to be okay. Woo, woo, woo.
I'm going to be a father.
Then the next go out, the one when he spins back into the rush,
It wasn't the news.
It was a different frame.
He's breaking the news to him, like, because I think that's what got his attention. Like,
I mean,
you ain't going back out there. He's like,
you know what it said to me, though? It said to me that even as a coach, you've been seeing that all year.
Right.
And even if I'm trying to pat you on your back,
Coddle.
rub your belly, make you feel good, it shows, though, the frustration with it because you've been seeing it so much the whole year. And I'm tired of seeing it. And that's what that was for me when I saw it the second time when he just, it was like, bro, I'm tired of seeing it. We're all tired of seeing it. You know what I mean?
and you're tired of doing it.
And that's it. That's right. But it's in that funk. And trust me, bro, I mean, the worst person going through this is Nussmeier. I get it. I've been there. I get it. But at the same time, bro, when they when I played, they didn't have bags on our head. You weren't walking around with $1.6 million, $1.5 million, and another $1 million in endorsements and all that stuff.
Powerade,
so,
Canes,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, you're in commercials.
So now you got to perform.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear anything about your neck, my back, my neck, and my back. I don't want to hear none of it.
There's one more thing you forgot.
Yeah, none of it.
Play it like.
You know what I mean? I don't want to hear any of it.
Right.
I want you to go out and I want you to perform. And if you're injured, similar to what they were saying earlier, then sit him down.
And I think that's what it took almost a coaching change to see that from LSU to finally pull the trigger on.
Right.
Look, this is the direction we're going, and I'm wondering what they're going to do next week at the
Moving
quarterback position.
Well,
Because I mean, as the starter, if you're Garrett and you've been pulled, or even just as a coach, like you pull the starter that's been the starter all last year up to this point this season in a game like that, and I think in Frank's comments he kind of left the door open where he wasn't really committal one way or the other. What is that dynamic like where you're the starting quarterback and you've been pulled? It's a tough conversation to have moving forward.
The offense looked different. Like, I know the results weren't there, but they moved the ball.
yeah, no one got in the end zone. You know what I mean? But going forward, the question you got to ask yourself is, what are you aligning yourself for as a team? What are you aligning yourself for? Are you trying to see? Because just think about it. You're going out, you're going to get a brand new coach. You're going to most likely get a brand new personnel on offense and defense that you're going to have to pay a boatload of money to. So the next question is, do you want to find out, do you have a quarterback in Van Buren? Right? Do I have a quarterback in him, and am I going to have to go out and shell out $5-6 million to bring a quarterback in here? So that's the first thing. What direction do you want to see? And also the other guys on the team, because you're going to have mass exits and incoming, just like we did the past year. You're going to have guys leaving. So do I want to evaluate these guys? And not saying tank the season, because it's not tanking the season. But do I want to evaluate these guys and see what I have left? So, going forward, man, it's tough in the Nussmeier to be in the position that he's in, coming in with everything and then, not going the way it's going. And so for me, I mean, bro, it's now when we talk about agents and all them people starting to get involved with this thing, now it gets wacky. It gets wacky.
And so I'll ask you, how would you handle it moving forward? Would you go? Because I think there's some optimism around Van Buren and saying if we give him all the the reps with the ones for a whole week preparing for a game.
And see what
See
happens.
what it looks like for 4 quarters, right?
This is what I would do, man. This is my take on it. If Nussmeier's injured or getting over an injury, trying to do whatever, and he has a team, whatever agency he's with or whatever, you know, and the season for them, for him, for us, when it comes to playoffs, that's done.
Right, yeah.
So, you know, if it's a matter of getting healthy and now does he start thinking about himself and his future, right? Similar to when you have some of these guys that opt out of these bowl games, or we've seen guys opt out of the season and didn't come back and play because they were going to be high draft choice and the team didn't pan out the way they did. So whether it's, hey, man, you know, we've decided to shut him down for the year going forward for the next 3 games. Van Buren's our quarterback through, you know, whatever, and Nuss is done.
Right.
And his LSU career is done at that point.
Because I do think if you look at what the next game is, you play Arkansas in Death Valley, and Arkansas this season scored 52, 56, 35, 31, 31, 42, 24, 35. Right? Arkansas is an offense that can put points up. And as good as your defense has played, and they have played well, they played extremely well last night. We'll talk about that some more. You're going to have to expect probably to score some points to keep up with a Bobby Petrino-led Arkansas football team.
No doubt. No doubt.
A lot of that falls right there on that quarterback decision of which way do you go, because you're going to need the offenses to answer the call at some point.
Well, you know, and either way it goes, whoever is in there at the position, it can't be, a guy can't press. You know what I mean? Just because, you know, who you're facing there. But, I mean, I go back to what I said before, man. If you feel like you want a correct evaluation of Van Buren, then you do start him the next game. You do give him all the reps in practice and see what that looks like going into the football game.
Yeah.
But, you know, the guy like Nussmeier that's been there for 2 years, came in with everything, and now is going the way it's going, is almost like, you know, me personally, I'm in that position. I don't want to relinquish and be a backup.
Right.
I don't want to fall back to a backup role and I'm coming in and mop duty against Western Kentucky or whoever. You know what I mean? So that'll be very hard for me to accept that new position, especially with nothing on the line.
Right.
We're not. It's not like I'm injured and we came back and the guy's playing well and now we're going to a playoffs or anything like that. No, I would now be thinking about my future, especially if I have an injury.
Yeah.
And that's what I wonder if, however they want to handle this situation, I wonder if it's almost to the benefit of Nussmeier to go, like, look, he's been playing hurt and never really got healthy. We have to give him, like, this is why he's going to, essentially this is why he's out. Look, he tried to play with it. Like, you have to.
It'd be nice to hear it from him.
Yeah.
It'd be nice.
He's been saying it without saying it.
That's right. But it'd be nice to. Okay, you didn't want to use it as a crutch. You didn't want to. You know what I mean?
You can spin this to a positive.
No doubt about it.
I don't want to use it as like an excuse, but it's
no
an
doubt
excuse
about
if it's true.
And I don't think
he looked different.
And I don't think anyone would consider him anything else but a warrior.
Right.
In that position. No one would think you're selfish. No one would think any of those things because of what you did. And what's the use of holding on to it now? You might as well go ahead, get yourself healthy. We appreciate everything that you've done, and you know, he's a great. Oh yeah, man. Oh yeah. So, you know, get yourself healthy though. If health right now is the problem, get yourself healthy because your future is a lot more important.
And I think you saw that shift in mentality almost from. I mean, there was a 30-second window there where Nussmeier was public enemy number one when he gets. You know, Frank talks to him, and it becomes like he's not listening or really looking at him. He's just staring off into the distance, and they cut to him again. He's on the bench laughing. And then it became, I don't know what, I think it flipped in his mind. It's like, I need to still be a leader for this team. And he ended up being on the sidelines, like hands on knees, watching, coaching people up, like trying to high-five first guy off the bench type of mentality where you just had to, like, it took a second for that flip to switch, like to switch that flip. Flip that switch.
There you go.
There it is. I just did it myself.
You're going to find it some way.
Bro, I can't imagine like the psyche of him right now of going through that, and because he's had the ultimate roller coaster season.
Right.
You watch it play out in real time.
Right. And for him to get up there every week, do those press conferences, is probably the one thing he does not want to do more than anything in the world. And you understand when you're put in that position that you have to step up no matter good, bad, or indifferent, being that guy in that position. So it's very difficult on him, bro. I know it is a very hard thing for him to go through, very difficult for him. But I think personally that he's handled it with a lot of class. I think that he's handled it really, really well. And that has nothing to do with his play on the field, just who he is as a person.
Right.
And I respect that about him and always will, for sure.
And on the positive from last night, just run through some of these numbers real quick. Alabama's rush yards, 56 rush yards. They were 4 of 13 on third down.
Rudy.
And you saw they averaged about
one of
five
these big dogs?
and a half
Yes,
yards
sir.
per
Thank you.
play. Alabama did with 2.2 yards per rush. And you saw an LSU defense that came out and played some really good football. They held this team to 20 points. And outside of that 14-point swing in the second quarter, which ultimately was the downfall, when they were back on the field again and again, and they gave up those 2 touchdowns, they held them to 3 points in the second half. They kept that Alabama run game basically non-existent. You saw Harold Perkins make a huge play.
He played well.
He did play extremely well.
Perk played really well. That's one of the best games I've seen him play from a technical standpoint, being in position, Liz. He played really well, man. That was a great game for him.
Yeah, it's one of the. That's what kind of sucks.
Thank you.
It's that kind of sucks about the season is you've seen LSU step up with these big, massive, momentum swinging plays, and the offense
But we don't
can't
do any.
capitalize.
I know. But that's why I be so sick sometimes.
Right. Well, it's because it's not just not capitalizing, making the plays. You also false start or you hold or you fumble.
We make it worse.
Right. Shoot yourself in the foot.
Like we make it worse.
And then that makes the defense have to press even more because
Yes.
like if you're only going to score, I'm gonna try
Listen,
to make a
when
play.
we won the coin toss, I was like, listen, we're going to win the game.
First one in a year and a half.
First one in a million years. We won the coin toss. I'm like, yes,
It's changing.
we're going to win. Things are changing. Things are looking up. And it was like,
You get a
no, they're
stop.
not.
You get a stop.
Then we
you
get a
drop
false
down,
start. We
Miss
get
a field goal.
And you miss a chippy. And it's just like never mind. All the momentum from the coin toss. And we're the only people that know the LSU won a coin toss.
That's how it's been though all year.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
Can't get right.
The defense will get 2 turnovers. The defense will get a huge stop. We'll be in plus field position or plus side of the field, and we haven't had that ability to get over or past ourselves, and that's why. Listen, it's coaching. It's not a lack of these guys can't play football. Nah, yeah, sometimes it's execution problems.
Right.
But it's something that we've been dealing with the entire year. The entire football season since week 2, we've been dealing with it. That's not having players. That's having a terrible scheme. That's having terrible coaches teaching it. That has nothing to do with these young men that you're putting out there really as sacrificial, because if it's different if it was from a game to game. Then, okay, yeah, we got some problems going on with these guys can't make plays. But it's been the entire year and the red zone hasn't gotten fixed.
Right.
We've been sucked in the red zone the entire year. We've sucked when it comes to just management, clock management. That's been the entire year. When to dial it up. It's been the entire year. You think about Alabama yesterday and their gotta-have-it plays when they had to have it. Guys were running wide open by 30 yards.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Guys, when they run a trick play, the trick play is wide open. And that's coaching. That's not what we've been seeing, and we've been doing a disservice to these. Listen, you don't bring in these many guys and give them so much money, and now they can't play. But you see flashes of them, spurts of them throughout the entire year.
Right.
You see flashes. It's not because they can't now play. It's because offensively, and I'm strictly talking offense, it's because offensively, our coaches suck.
You're not putting them in a position to win.
They suck. And it's been that way the entire year.
Right.
The only thing they're consistent with is being inconsistent.
I agree.
Mm-hmm. And when you look at last night, you saw
how many timeouts can you burn before you?
Right.
Jesus Christ!
No, I know. And on top of that,
You go to the fourth quarter with one timeout.
But you know what I said about that is, like, you know, you think about it. Saturday, besides the players, everybody on that offensive staff was doing something different. Everybody was doing something different than they normally do, right? New play caller, new head coach, new position coaches, people getting designated to do things, guys fired, you're picking up his slack now, so on and so forth. Well, you got guys calling plays and trying to put people in positions, it's a collaborative effort that's going on. How nervous is he?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Give me a timeout.
Yeah.
Oh, no, give me another one. You know what I mean? So it's a collective.
or before that,
Can I borrow one from you?
before that sack that Nussmeier took, it was they took the delay of game to
That's
save
right.
a timeout,
And they called a
and then they
timeout.
called a
What
timeout the
does
next time.
that mean?
That's what I'm saying, dog.
And then the next play is the rollout pivot sack, and it was
Bust.
just like that right there is a perfect encapsulation
You know,
of the team.
It was.
I had an image of Coach Kelly saying, see, it wasn't just me.
Yeah, yo, he was watching that thing with a Pinot Noir going.
No. It's not that man's drink of choice.
Oh, and when the liquor.
Tequila.
He might show up in Superior
But
today.
I thought that
Y'all
that,
missed me yet?
that 3-play stretch was such an accurate depiction of the season.
It was.
Where you
It
got to
was.
take a delay game, then you
And he
call
only
timeout,
ran
and
one
then
play.
you get
He
sacked.
didn't even run 3 plays. It was just
In
a
the
minute
red
and a
zone.
half
And you're in the red zone.
of embarrassment.
Man, you start at the 2 and end up
at the 30.
26 yards the other way.
Right.
You know what I mean? And it's, bro, it's.
2 steps forward.
I'm just happy we can
15
sit here
steps
and laugh
back.
about
Yeah.
it today.
Well, that's the point we're at now.
Yeah.
We're past the point of being upset.
Well,
Well,
just
not
angry about
everybody.
it.
But, I mean,
Not everybody.
I think 2 weeks ago was the.
Oh, man,
like
we
that
were
was
all in
that's
the
the
dumps.
depths
It
of
was rock
hell.
bottom.
We were all in the dumps.
Yeah. And you're looking now, and I think what this shows again last night was really just you are who you are.
Yeah.
And getting BK out of here, yes, the right move needed to happen. It's not going to fundamentally change who this team is.
Right.
And it is the reason why that was the right decision, because you need a complete, especially on the offensive side of the ball, you gotta do what you did in 2023 with the defensive staff.
Hey, listen, man, you got to throw that missile up there and just blow it up, baby. You got to blow it all up. It has to go. You got to blow it all up. And
Hiroshima.
the reason is because you haven't, in my opinion, and the reason I say this is because, like I just said before, and we were talking about before, there has, you know, it's like anything you do, man, in life and business, you want to see that you're taking steps going in the right direction.
No growth, zero growth.
And we have seen zero growth.
Right.
I mean, zero growth. Week 1, I don't count week 1 because it was week 1.
Yeah.
I mean, I was encouraged after week 1. I really was.
Of course. It was hard not to be.
But after that,
It's only going downhill.
and that's the problem. Whereas you see defense trending like this. Oh, yeah, they hit a couple stalemates in there.
Right.
Because offense sucked.
Yes.
And they're still trending upwards. We saw them take on Blake's style. We saw them become an extension of their position coach, which is Blake. You saw the intensity from those guys defensively. You saw the intelligence from those guys defensively, always in the right spots. Even when we're blitzing with the delayed blitz and the cross dogs that they're running inside and guys are popping open in the middle of the field, well, they know where the weakness is
Right.
when they send those blitz. And those guys, those Halsies is coming up, and they're smacking it. Guys catching the side, they kidding them, and
Yeah.
they're putting them on the ground. And that's an extension of a really good coach having his guys well prepared and ready to go and on the same page. And we've seen that. It's been such a stark contrast from both units because you've seen that with the defense from the beginning
Yes.
of the season.
Since game 1.
And you've seen it with the offense from the beginning of the season, unfortunately. So while you have 2 units on the same team, you have 2 ships going in 2 totally different directions. And it's been happening that way the entire season. And that's my problem. The entire season, nothing has changed.
And this was a tweet that I saw last night that I
God
thought really
almighty.
encapsulated it well. At Berg5255 said,
Hell yeah, insider.
LSU's problems start in the trenches and cascade. No offensive line makes running impossible and passing difficult. Lackluster offensive drives put the defense on the field more. Defense gets tired from the time played. They get frustrated from constantly bailing out the offense, rinse and repeat. It is just a domino snowball effect that you saw happen really in the second quarter, specifically last night, where when the offense got really bad and went 3 and out and put the defense back on the field, Alabama was going to turn that into 14 points. Because outside of that 4-drive stretch, your defense dominated, held them to 6 points.
Oh, man, listen, defense played
As good as you can play.
They've been doing that all year, though. Mm-hmm. You know, even when Pavia and them boys came in and did, put a little kink in the armor. But at the same time, they still came up with stops and put us in position to still win that football game. And they've been doing that the entire year, man. I have no fault of our defense, honestly.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not saying that they've played perfect, but they've played perfect enough for us to not to be in the position that we're in right now.
They're consistently getting beat by LSU's offense, I feel like. Like the times where you've seen the defense play really bad is because the LSU offense is like beating them, like almost holding them hostage.
It's very diffusing when you get a stop and you put them at the 40.
Mm-hmm.
Momentum.
Yeah, and they go nowhere.
Backwards.
3 plays.
Or it's a 3 and out.
-2 yards.
And now you're punting. And now I'm back on the field.
Right.
Before I even
it's like
sit
it didn't
down.
even happen.
And then it happens over and over. And as a defensive player, it gets to a point, the first couple games, that's fine. You know, we're still trying to find our footing. But as a defensive player, it's similar to if I was on offense and we were rolling and our defense couldn't stop anybody ever throughout the entire year. And I'm like, guys, just get one stop. Mm-hmm. So defense are like, dude, just get one touchdown in the red zone.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just get one. We're number 12 in the SEC in the red zone. Just give me one. You know what I mean? So it's debilitating, bro. Like, and they get tired of it.
I would say that they held their water the entire Alabama game. Like you saw, I would imagine the A&M game is when it kind of came to a whole,
Yeah.
The water went over the cup when it was like, boys, all right, we're done too then. Like, I don't know what else you'll want us to do, but we keep putting us back on the football field. Like, we can't hold this anymore.
Right.
Like, we need something from your end, and ultimately LSU
And they couldn't do it.
But Frank makes the call to
That's
make
what
a
I was about to
change.
say. I was going to say that you can tell that the dynamic
You need a spark.
the dynamic changed where against A&M, the defense got put in that spot and punched in the mouth, and you didn't see the response. Last night, they held Alabama to 3 points in the second half. Like, answered the call when it needed to be answered.
Every opportunity to win that football game.
It was right there. And that's the part where I think if we just looked at it with how we felt last week, you wanted an inspired LSU team that went out there, played hard, kept it close.
Yeah, they played too good,
They
though.
did.
They left it too close.
But
Now
what
I wanted
happened
to
was
win.
then you watch the game, and there were chances to go win it. So then you get left disappointed.
That's exactly it. And it's been that way the whole year.
Right.
Bro, listen, it's so frustrating. Because you know what? Okay, so we played, but we're all fans. So what you do is you sit back and you're like, the switch is going to go off. Right? At some point, the offense is going to get going, right? At some point, we're going to see the old Gary, the old offense. At some point, we're going to see why we got all these guys on offense, and we've never seen it. And that's the problem. And we put out way too much to not see anything remotely close to what we were. Listen, we were sold a lot. Mm-hmm. We were sold a lot.
Enron, bad stock.
Listen.
I believed in it.
That's what I'm saying. We were sold a lot. We were sold a lot. I'm thinking I was getting ready to see the High Wire Act.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Seriously. And it was so far not that.
Right.
2 pieces of
And
bread
so
and a
we're
slice of
still,
cheese.
we got 3 games left?
3 games left. Arkansas, Western Kentucky, Oklahoma.
We got 3 games left. And now it's like, see, David asked you something and threw my train of thought off. David always trying to, right? He always sniveling and slivering around trying to get
Snake in the grass.
He always has a narrative. You know what I mean? He always has somewhere he's trying to rotate.
Maneuver.
Yeah, slithery little guy.
Businessman. But he's
Put him on camera though. The
turtle. Super Dave. But he did. We got some questions lined up for Ask Road that they're going to go from the audience.
Don't let Dave speed up anything
Produce the
we're
show.
doing. Big John, what is wrong with your foot, buddy? What did you do? You hurt? You got hurt in the first practice?
He played behind the LSU offensive line for 2 weeks.
That'll do it.
That'll do it.
That'll do it. That'll do it.
All right, here's our question.
Big John, baby.
Parkview Baptist. Go ahead.
What are the top 3 coach candidates? I mean,
Big John, you know just as much as I do when it comes to who's the top 3 coaching candidates. Who do you think they are? Because I don't know, honestly. I'm answering for you. I don't know. There's speculations on a lot of people. You have Freeman, the guy from Notre Dame. It's a lot of guys. You got Coach Summerall from Tulane that's right down the road. But there's a lot of girls. I've heard, what's that coach guy name? I heard Charlie Strong. I've heard all kind of names.
Coach Saban.
Vince Lombardi.
Well, I didn't want to, I'm partial. I'm partial,
Of course.
to a Coach Saban now. But now, Coach Saban ain't coming back here, man. He making too much money, less headache.
I think it's probably going to be Kiffin.
Lane Kiffin.
Why do you say that? You see, because you listen to Dave. Don't listen to Dave. Don't listen to Dave. Don't let him corrupt you up here, okay? Don't let him corrupt you up here. Listen, honestly, I think if we were to possibly get him, I think it'd be good offensively because he's a really, really good offensive-minded coach. But me personally, I would like to see somebody that has some kind of LSU ties, has some kind of LSU roots, somebody that's not just coming because they want it to be
Big
their
paycheck.
next stop and get a big paycheck or further their coaching career, somebody that actually vested, somebody that knows the SEC culture, that knows the LSU culture. You know what I mean? That's what I would like to see because I don't think our last guy knew the culture here.
Not at all. Not at all.
I mean, me too.
You neither, huh? That's what I'm talking about. I agree with you. That's the right
Put
thing
your
to do.
put your name in the, throw your hat in the ring.
Yeah,
It could be
we
anybody.
all be
Yeah.
the coach. Could all be the coach.
That's exactly right.
But yeah, no, I like the Kiffin
That's what,
name.
you got anything else?
No, sir.
That's it.
I appreciate you.
Thank
Thank
you
you.
for your question.
Brennan's next.
Look at Dave.
All right.
He holding the mic.
Brennan Barron.
Pass
Dave
the
just
mic
wanted
over.
to be Dave is trying to make up for it.
Wants to be a part of it.
Yeah.
All right, here's our next question.
All right, so who you starting next week? Nussmeier or Van Buren?
Nuss or Van Buren next Saturday.
Well, it depends on what direction you're going. It depends on where Frank and these guys decide that whatever Nuss's agent or whoever's running that part of it now. So if you're shutting them down, you're starting Van Buren. If you're not, then I think you're starting Nuss, and Van Buren is playing also. But I think going along, Van Buren is playing. Either way it go, whether he starts or whether he does not start. I really, honestly, I don't. The only way I think it makes a difference is if you want to see him, like No said, you want to see him with the first team reps in practice, and now to see what he does and what his body of work would be, having that full week to prepare.
Right, yeah, because the 5 for 11 doesn't really speak for everything because, like you said, the trade as Green on third and long, man.
Well, anytime a half of football, it doesn't matter if he would have came in and set the world on fire. A half of football as a backup quarterback coming in, and the reason I say this is because I've done it. I've come in and played great, and they mean nothing. The next week I went out and
didn't exist.
2 picks against Ole Miss in the first half. So you know what I mean. So, but you want to see your guy go through the entirety. You want to see him go through the week of film. You want to see him go through the practice. You want to see him go through all the things that a starting quarterback would do. And now let's see what happens when you're on that stage, and what happens then. So I personally would like to see that from Van Buren now that we are where we are in the season. But I'm not just going to say if Nuss isn't healthy or if he's healthy. I'm not, and it's, he's also a senior, so he's paid his dues, so to speak, to be in that position to at least finish it out the correct way if we aren't going anywhere. But I would like to see Van Buren with that body at work at least for one game.
Yeah,
I agree.
Yeah, no, I think one thing you saw from Van Buren is he looked extremely confident when he was throwing the football. He looked comfortable. And like you said a little
Van
bit.
Buren doesn't lack for confidence.
Right. And like you said,
at all.
It's tough in that situation because you saw some snaps that were maybe a little off low. Yeah. It's a whole new dynamic, right? The whole chain of events when you put in a new quarterback.
It's hard to look less confident than Nuss.
Right. The center is not.
No, but I mean, I've been around Van Buren. I've seen him worked him out a couple times during the off season. He does not lack for confidence.
Yes.
I mean, he came in started, like,
trust me, he went in there wanting a number.
Mm-hmm.
He went in there wanting a certain number. I was like, y'all give me my number. So, he doesn't lack for confidence.
And one thing I will ask is, with the next game being a home game, what do you think the crowd would look like if Nussmeier is trotted out there as the starting quarterback in
Well, listen,
Tiger Stadium on Saturday?
I think that if he's healthy and going forward, I think he's going to play. He's going to start. Now, Van Buren has to play.
Right.
He has to play. Whether or not they start him, I don't know. But I think the crowd will be mixed. I think it'll be mixed because you're going to have the crowds that, of course, have an affection for Nuss. And you're going to have your diehards that's like, boo, we're not going nowhere. Get him out of there and put somebody else in.
We'll lose Van
You know what I'm saying?
Play him.
No, that's right. He going to transfer. This and that. So it's so many variables, that goes into it. But like I say, if those coaches are sitting out making that money, if they sitting up there and they're trying to figure out which way they're going to go for next year, then that goes a lot into the decision-making process of who plays. Because it's not just him, but other positions. Because you're going to lose some guys. You're going to lose a lot of guys. But quarterback's going to cost you the most.
Right. It's almost like, as much as it's a resume for Frank to put out there to be an audition for the head coach, same thing for Van Buren. Be like, I can be your starting quarterback. So you almost need to see
it's an audition for him for other teams as well.
Right. Yeah.
Same thing with Frank. Same thing with all these coaches right now that's playing. All these guys right now are playing for that next NIL deal, and them coaches are right now playing for that next job.
Yeah.
Because all of them gone, except for probably one or two. Everybody gone.
So I'd imagine, because people are a little bit in this like pie in the sky of you're going to keep Frank Wilson, you're going to keep Corey Raymond, you're going to keep Blake Baker, you're going to keep Kevin
Everybody's
Peoples,
gone except for about one or two.
But the safest assumption when a new coach is coming in
is that they want their guys.
Reset.
They gone.
Right.
Now, depending on where you're coming from.
Yes.
Right?
You understand that these people are here for a reason.
That's exactly right. So that's why I say there's so many factors that goes into the decision-making process.
And I think the part of it is the fan base being so used to seeing a Frank Wilson, Corey Raymond, Austin Thomas, like these are the people that do it. But another coach can come in and say, yeah, they do it here. We also have people that I can bring in. They can do it here too. It's not only one person's job. But I think that's going to be something that, because of the Brian Kelly experiment where he cleaned house and with Matt House, and then you bring back everybody that you fired, these are clearly the right people for the job. There's only one person that I think that would understand that. Maybe two. It's Lane Kiffin, who's worked with all of them before.
Right.
And then Kelvin Shepard, who played under all of them before.
Understands the LSU dynamic.
I got a question for Ro, if you don't mind.
Shepard be hard.
Yeah.
Ro, I have a question for you. How often do you talk to Nick Saban as your former coach? And is there a possibility you can get him back here to Baton Rouge? And can you describe what he means to you as a player?
There you go. The floor is yours.
Super Dave.
I'm going to answer it just like you asked me, because you asked me, what does he mean to me as a player? I'm going to tell you what he means, because I don't know what that means.
Don't cry.
Why did y'all even give David a
I don't know. He took it.
Don't cry.
Why did y'all give it to
He
him?
said, sponsor.
You know why? Because I love my coaches. I know them all. And you got to love Nick Saban.
He's baiting you.
Coach Saban is not coming back. And not just, he loves LSU, but not only him. Miss Terry loves LSU. But Coach Saban's not coming back. The landscape of college football, I believe, is why Coach Saban left. And I do understand that he has a better knowledge of it now. I'm sure if he wanted to, honestly, he could maneuver in this.
Course.
He could do whatever the heck he wants to.
That's why he's the greatest of all time.
With this. And I firmly believe that if he was to come back, he'll pick up, not right where he left off, but it wouldn't take him long.
Right.
Right? But the loyalty aspect of college football, the recruitment aspect of college football now is the part about it where you have coaches like a Coach Saban that it doesn't tickle their fancy anymore. Because you don't have guys that – you got starting quarterbacks that could be starting on the football team for you, and they'll leave at the end of the football season, and then you're starting all over again. So, the loyalty in that, there's nowhere. So that's part of it for him. He's big on loyalty. What he's meant to me as a coach, to answer your question, you said a player, but what he's meant to me as my coach, the short time that I've had a chance. First of all, I was on a committee that helped to hire Coach Saban. So I was in there interviewing him, asking him questions with Chancellor Emmerich and all that. So that was awesome to be able to go through that. But what he's meant is as a coach isn't just the coaching aspect of it. It's easy, but it's what he does for you as a man and not just football. So it's only probably like a handful of coaches that I've ever said, okay, yeah, they care about me. And he was one of them, right? I don't know how many coaches I've had, but every coach don't care about you. They care about what you do for them.
Right.
Right? So he was one of the only coaches that I knew cared about me, what I was going to be, how I was going to turn out, how my life was going to be after football. He used it. So that's the biggest thing. And just no excuses. It was never in the excuses. I don't care what was going on, who died, who robbed somebody and got caught, who funeral you got to go to him. Because, from Miami, so everything, you go home for a plethora of reasons. It could be anything. But he didn't care. It was no excuses, man. Held you accountable, man, for everything that you did. And not just me, everybody. And that's how he helped build us. So with him, it was bigger than football.
And I'll show you this video, Ro.
Who was that?
This is does this look like a coach that wants to come back and coach college football?
I saw that, yeah. He's taking a nap.
I want to show you.
Look at what
this. Oh, that's a pecan cake right there. Now that's a good one.
Look at him going to grab at that cake.
Listen, man.
Look at.
Listen, give me that cake, Terry. Give me. You know it's my favorite.
She had to tell that man to sit up. He goes, okay, I'm sit up.
He was not blowing out the candles. That's what I'm telling you. You see Coach Saban in his rocking chair. He got the dogs running around him. It's Terry the Grand. Come on, man. It's over with.
He's bundled up like he's bundled up in the blanket.
He's ready for Thanksgiving.
That man was napping. If you turn that camera around, if you caught him,
he was out. He was out.
I'm watching that.
He was out.
I'm watching that.
That was awesome. That's how I want to see my old coach, just chilling, baby.
Yeah.
Just chilling,
living the life,
enjoying that money. Yes, sir.
I mean, you could put
What's
that
up,
chair
Lou?
on the sidelines.
What's
I'd
happening?
still take it.
Right.
Just wanted to get this out of Dave's hands.
Thank you. Thank you.
Just want to get
Thank
closer.
you, Dave. Thank you.
We do have a question from. We have an internet question. It says, "We haven't seen
Look
Rohan
at
smile.
him holding it.
We haven't seen Rohan smile since October. How do we put a smile on his face on Sunday?" I said, "Let me go get the mic out of Dave's hand. That'll do it."
That's my quarterback, man. That's my quarterback.
All you gotta do is put Dave right here.
She also wants to know who cuts the best grass in Baton Rouge because she needs a fresh cut. Is it Dave Richardson?
The Dave Richardson mowers. The Dave Richardson mowers. They do a good job now, except for when you ask them not to cut the wife's flowers.
Oh.
And they cut them anyway.
Who's got to answer that? Rose got to answer for that.
I got to answer for that. I mean, bro.
We got to interview head coaches and we got to interview new mowers around here.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do.
Got a lot of stuff going on in BR.
With Super Dave. Super Dave is just dropping the ball right now. He almost got me put out the house. Don't laugh. I'm serious.
That's why you had to do. That's why I had to go get to cooking yesterday. I
That's
got to
what
get
I'm
out the
telling
house.
you.
Right.
The wife did some green
Speaking of that
planting.
cooking, it was outstanding.
Can't do it, man.
So, Ro, one serious question for you. timeline-wise, when would you like to see a coach hired?
I mean, I would like one before December 1st. I would like one before December 1st just because you got the early signing period.
Yeah.
I would really like one before December 1st. I know we haven't seen a lot of recruits get turned away or decommit right now, but listen, it's not because they're not being pursued, right? And this signing class, now BK and these guys, Corey Raymond, and these guys have done a fantastic job recruiting this recruiting class that's coming up. And this recruiting class that's coming up is really super important because of what they bring on the D-line side of it. You know, those guys, you got possibly 4 of the best in the country. One
Richard
definitely
Anderson,
for
Lamar
sure.
Brown.
Yeah. And you got the edge coming out of Atlanta, so I don't want to lose those guys, but that's even more important that, I think it's super important what Frank has been doing thus far and that staff has been doing to not lose the recruits. But I think that's also what happens when you're a recruiter like Frank is, and you're so in tune with the kids that you're recruiting and the relationship that you've built with them and the trust factor that you've built with their parents.
Absolutely.
Right? And it gives you can tell them, hey, man, things are going to be all right. Hold on. And I'm sure Frank's position is, I'm going to be here. Let me see who comes in if I'm not on the floor for the job, but I'm going to be around. And I'm sure that's part of what's keeping these kids attached because when you get recruited, you fall in love with your recruiter,
Absolutely.
Not the school. It's your recruiter. That's why a lot of them lie so much and these kids come to school and then they leave.
Right.
Because you believe your recruiter.
And, trying to get a head coach who's a sitting head coach right now
Yeah.
who might be in the playoffs. Or
That's
might be in a
right.
big
That's what
bowl
I'm
game.
saying.
It's hard to hire a
Yep.
coach on December 1st,
Yep.
but you need one.
Yeah. Now, it'd be nice to have something in place, even if a guy is in the playoffs or going to be in the playoffs, so at least you know. But, even that's tough, bro, because it's a huge distraction to the coach that wants to take the job.
Right.
So it's like.
He can't quit on his team.
That's what I'm saying. And that's what it looks like. At least it would to me. If I'm an athlete, I'm sitting there, I'm like, say I'm Kiffin, Lane Kiffin, and I'm getting ready to go into the playoffs, but I'm over here negotiating. Jimmy Sexton over here making it sweet for me over here. I'm distracted on,
He's not bought in
even
now.
the perception by my players is like, man, coach over here worrying about
Himself.
leaving us.
Well,
you know what I mean? It's like
had-
Jerry Jones. I'm worried about $3 billion. I ain't worried about these Cowboys.
An example with Kiffin.
It's just the star, baby.
He got the FAU job while Alabama was still in a run in 2016
Yes,
with
man.
Ertz.
My little cousin was down there playing
Right.
for him at that time. Kiffin had to get out of Miami.
You can't go back.
He had a sweet condo in Boca Raton, though.
Listen, that boy had to get out of Miami.
Joey Freshwater.
Ole
It
Miss
was
does
too
have a
much.
bye
It
week.
was too much. Ole Miss, Florida. Ole Miss, bikinis, swamp.
Ole Miss does have a
Hot
bye week
rods.
in a couple weeks.
Right.
So we'll
What'd you
see.
say?
Said
My
Ole
bad,
Miss,
no.
Ole Miss has a bye week in 2 weeks.
Listen, man, Ole Miss is sitting pretty, though.
Yeah, they are.
Ole Miss is sitting pretty
Good spot.
right now,
They got
man.
Florida and Mississippi State left.
That's a cakewalk, except for Florida. Florida's
Is the
good.
Mississippi State game on the road?
It is in
Final game of the
Starkville.
year?
In Starkville.
Against his
Bowl.
former coordinator. Didn't Jeff
Levy.
Levy work for
Yep.
him? Yeah.
Yeah, Ole Miss sitting pretty. Ole Miss sitting pretty. I said it a couple weeks ago that I
best-
thought A&M quarterback was trending in the right direction. And listen, people say what they want. A&M is the real deal.
Oh yeah.
A&M the real deal, man. And they got but look,
They got moffatized.
they got moffatized. They lying. No, I'm serious.
Yeah,
There
I
is-
know.
there is such a thing. Listen, bro, the toughness on your football team start with your head coach and your strength and conditioning. You spend more time with your strength and conditioning coach than you do your mama.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You're with him every single day, early, mid-noon, afternoon. And if you was like me and had to lose weight, nighttime. You understand what I'm saying? So it's like that toughness that Coach Moffitt is underrated, man. It is so underrated because people really don't understand. When you have a guy like him, look at the difference in A&M over the last few years, couple years since he's
Oh,
been
yeah.
there.
LSU
That
and A&M have
toughness and
swapped.
that swag, that's what he brings. He brings that dirty toughness that you need to play this
Hit
this
me with
sport,
that
bro.
chair.
Yes. Listen, trust me, I know firsthand.
Oh yeah, you do.
that that's a tough son of a gun, and he instilled toughness in his
Terrifying.
players. I'm serious, man.
Terrifying.
That's why Texas A&M's so good in the second half.
Yeah.
Yes.
They got that sustainability.
Yeah.
They can go. I mean, they're so good in the second half.
I agree.
They make adjustments and they're tough and physical.
Right. In good shape.
Lining them up.
There
But they
you go.
don't. Ain't no. I mean, it's just that dog mentality.
Right.
I remember, when I was there, and Coach Moffitt came in, and it was when he came in there, as opposed to our last strength coach. It wasn't even close. I mean, it wasn't even close. You was throwing up in warm-ups. I'm serious, bro.
I know.
You was throwing up in warm-ups. You hadn't even started the
Right,
program
right.
yet. You hadn't even went through period 1, 2, 3, 4. You hadn't even done the fourth quarter. You throwing up in warm-ups.
Now we're ready.
Oh,
we about to get going. Like, no, I thought it was
Lloyd,
over.
we're
just getting started.
We're just
Lloyd,
getting
no, it
started.
had
telling
nothing
you.
to do with the 2 blue moons.
No, ain't no drinking then. In the off season, and you got to go through that Moffitt workout. Listen, that's all you thinking about. That's all you thinking about the night before. Guys like,
I can't eat this.
Like, nah, I can't go. I can't go.
Tom's gonna know.
And you got to be there at 5:30, waking up at 3.
That might as well
with
go
the
now.
gym. Oh no, it's not time. And your alarm goes off like 8 times before even 4:30 in the morning. You got 4:30 in the morning run. And you're terrified because your anxiety, right? You don't want to let anybody down. You don't want to be late. But at the same time, it's like you don't want to be that last link.
But he's also the guy that when you make your time and do everything
That's right.
he's
He
going
big
to
you
lift
up.
you up.
Yep. Yeah, he's a great coach, bro. And definitely one of the worst things that happened was when we got rid of him. No doubt about it.
And them just extended
No
it
doubt
as well.
about it. They should.
Great
Yeah.
decision.
They should. He should be the highest paid strength coach in the history of college football.
But I think they heard the smoke. Like,
He's good,
yeah,
man.
he ain't
He's
coming.
good.
Like,
You
they got him.
Say
When
right
people are good, you got to pay him.
Yep.
He's good.
Well, we appreciate everybody getting in here at Pizza Byron's here in Baton Rouge and Willow Grove, right off of Perkins Road. Super Dave, Big Lou. We appreciate everybody getting here. Ro, obviously, as always, we appreciate you.
Yeah, Ro.
That's my quarterback, man.
Woke up early this morning just to hear you in New Orleans, baby.
Oh, I was.
You've been the hardest working man in media. He did 3 shows in 12 hours. 4.
Stupid.
Dave said, hop in the truck. We're going to ride around and listen to Ro on the New Orleans show.
Dave.
But his little
Super
his
Dave.
ramp wasn't working. I had to dive in the truck.
And then it moved.
It was no, the ramp. The step.
Counterweight.
You should have seen how athletic it was, Ro.
I would have paid money to see you two. To see you two.
Big Lou's OnlyFans.
Oh my God. That means it's the end of the show right there. That comment means the show's over.
Hey, listen, man, I'm telling you, we gotta do something. I don't know what we gotta do, but we gotta get Big Lou on here, dog.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of questions
Questions.
that he has to
Especially with
for him.
basketball season picking up. He's a basketball guy.
Coach
He's
Lou.
a basketball coach.
Oh yeah, Coach Lou.
Yeah,
We're gonna have a segment, basketball segment for Coach Lou.
Coach Lou.
Because we're moving on.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, football's over.
Football's over.
Football's over. It's
Somebody
basketball
was
season.
Because I don't care about no bowl game. I don't care what bowl game we go to. I'm gonna tell you that right now. I could care less.
No, I'm going to bring my whiteboard every week.
Perfect.
I thought you say your white boy. I was about to say what?
Hey,
Got a point guard with me.
hey, Rose got his white boy. Why can't Lou?
Got 2. Rudy.
My boy. Don't call Rudy my white boy. That's my boy. Rudy, don't you accept that? Yeah.
Rudy got coached
I
up
thought
with
Lou
Lou.
thought Lou said that. Lou said, I'm gonna bring my white boy. I said, oh, my white boy. My bad, man.
Oh, one more question.
Why do you let him keep talking you into this?
I mean, I don't know who's in
Where's your father?
Justin, Parkview boy.
So, do we have enough time to explain why Brian Kelly got fired?
No.
And that's the show.
I'm really curious. I couldn't get this.
I'm curious too. You tell me. I'm curious. You sound like you know more than me. Yeah.
It just happened.
I have no idea.
It happened out of the ordinary. Like, who knows why he got fired? Why did
Well, we know why. I can tell you one reason he got fired. He wasn't winning. And he was not living up to the standard that has been set here at LSU when it comes to toughness and grit. and having that passion and fire for your job.
But still, it doesn't matter. He has my mom's last name.
Oh,
That doesn't make it any better.
but drop that one.
Yeah, that wasn't a good argument. That's okay. What's
When were you born?
No, we need a new coach, and that's why he had to go. It was time to go.
It was time.
It was time. He had 4 years and made $67 million.
Great questions. Great questions.
And he needs a new real estate agent. Dave Richardson.
a lot of maintenance.
He needs the mail.
Super Dave.
Super Dave. If you're looking for a real estate agent, please reach out to Super Dave. Super Dave not only builds, he also will sell it to you, baby. Yes, sir. Hey, he's a man of many talents. I'm going to tell you that right now.
He is.
And if you're looking for a great, well, I'm not going to about the grass cutting. I don't know. That too, but you got me in trouble.
No, I was thinking a great MC. If you need him to be on the
He is a good,
at any event.
Long, we don't know that, though. He's gotten comfortable in here, so now he's fine. We're going to have to bring him back in front of the camera. Because I wasn't there for that, so we're going to have to bring you back.
Oh, we got to send you the clip.
Thank God for Big Lou.
We appreciate everybody tuning
Yes,
in, everybody
sir.
hanging out with us at Pizza Byron's. We're here every Sunday, 4 to 5. We'll be back tomorrow morning, 7 to 9 a.m.